A lot of times I'll get people who email me and tell me they can't find the glitter sheets. They even call their Hobby Lobby, and they cannot, the people who talk to them on the phone say they don't have those products either on the shelves or on their website. So what I'm going to do is I typed in www.hobbylobby.com, and this is the screen that comes up. So now I'm going to hit the Shop Now. Down here in this corner here, Shop Now, and then you're going to get to the search page. So I'm going to actually search for, I'm going to put in glitter, fabric, sheets. Okay, so once I do that, all of these products will start to show up. Do you see it? Here's the turquoise blue. So fabric, glitter, fabric, sheet. Turquoise, glitter green, bubblegum, gold. Okay, so let's go ahead and click the View All Products. And then what's going to happen is you're going to come up to your search results. I looked for these the other day when somebody asked where to find them, and they were on sale, but it looks like the sale's gone now. The green is out of stock, but here's the turquoise that's in stock, the bubblegum's in stock, and they're $1.47. This is the one that is the vinyl on the back. It's not the foam sheets. The foam sheets are different. In the same area, I found the, last time I looked, they had the snake skin and the, not this time. Okay, so let's go over to where it says foamies, plaid. Let's go back and go search. This time we'll do glitter foam sheets. Glitter foam sheets. Okay, so here we go. Now we're in the Silly Winks. Let's view all products. And then this is the actual foam. So these are what I did on the video called the Silly Winks. Some of this is actually, they even have the glitter foam sheets. Do you see that? It's shiny glitter. And then over here they've got, this is the zebra. This is zebra foam. I don't know if that's not the same as the zebra fabric sheets. So let me type in zebra fabric sheets and see what comes up. Zebra fabric. Okay, there we go. Zebra, it's called Zebra Flocked Fabric. It's $1.47. That's what I paid for it. So there it is. That's the one I was going to make those zebra boots out of. So it's just a matter of what you type in as to what you'll find online. So all of this is available. Okay, so while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and go to another website that I want to tell you about. It's called homesew.com. So let me type that in. Okay, and this is this catalog that I got in the mail right here. And I'm going to show you some of the things that are inside here. But if you want one of these catalogs, just go up here to the catalog request and put your name and address in the city and submit it, and they should send you a free catalog. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to do it online. I'm going to just show you the catalog book. So let me go ahead and shut this down, and I'll get right back to you. Hi everybody, I'm glad to be back. I just got back from vacation, and I had so many emails, and I finally realized that I answer the same questions over and over again, so I thought I would do a frequently asked question video to clarify some of the questions people have. I had this a couple times. People ask where they could get this lightweight elastic. Well, you can get it at Joann's for the Dritz, and you can get it at Hobby Lobby for the Sewology brand. You can also order it online. I was at Joann's a few weeks ago, and I had this in my hand, and I asked one of the sales lady where I could find the plastic elastic or the clear elastic, and she said they don't carry it. Well, I just got it off the shelf, so I know they carry it because I had it in my hand. So people the sales clerks, they may not know where to find this. Somebody had called Hobby Lobby, and the person who answered the phone didn't know that there is such a thing as the clear elastic. So just go and look on the wall where all the elastic is, and I can guarantee you're probably going to find it. The same thing applies to the glitter sheets, but I'll talk about that in a minute. While I was gone, I got this catalog in the mail. It's called homesew.com. I think it's affiliated with that Newark dress company. But I did a video in front of the computer, and I showed you how to get the catalog. This is really nice, and let me show you some of the prices you can get in here on the elastic. I pay for the Sewology, I pay $2.29, and for the Dritz, I pay $2.49, and they're both 5-yard increments. On this catalog, you can get 10 yards of the same clear elastic for $1.50, or 50 yards for $6. So you still have to pay the postage and handling, but at that price, you cannot beat that price. 10 yards for $1.50 compared to 5 yards for almost twice the price. So it's definitely worth ordering. Another thing I found in here is the black and white underwear elastic. I think I paid $1.99 for 1 yard of the pink, and $1.49 for 1 yard of the white. And in here you can get 10 yards of the same amount of elastic for 10 yards for $1.60, but they only come in the black and the white. But you can see where the savings is. Instead of going to like a Joann's or a Hobby Lobby, some of these things you can find in these catalogs for pennies. Another question I got a lot was where to find doll zippers. Same thing, this homesew.com, the doll zippers. I don't usually recommend any one company, but the prices in here are just unbelievable. Here you can get the plastic separator zippers for $1.45 for one, or $5 for $6.50, but they only come in the white, beige, or black. And this one also has pink or purple in the plastic separator zippers. But you're not going to be able to buy these in the stores for that price. Also in the back of the catalog, they have their famous assortments. And they sell 20 assorted zippers for $3.25. That's only 17 cents for each zipper. So even if you're not using it for a separator zipper but a regular zipper, that's 17 cents. I can even get them at Goodwill for that price. So this is definitely a nice catalog to have if you're going to be making a lot of doll clothes to sell, or and they even have the make your own zippers and all the attachments, the stoppers, the top and the bottom stoppers. So anyway, this is one. This is homesew.com. I know there's other places you can get zippers, but since I got this catalog, and the prices are very, very reasonable. So that's one thing that I wanted to talk about. Okay, so that was the elastic, where to find it, and zippers. And then another question I got while I was gone was the parchment paper and the freezer paper. Okay, so let me get rid of this. People ask me, I guess I confused them on some of my earlier videos. Okay, this is parchment paper. This is what you make cookies on. You don't have to grease your pan. You just put it on your pan and you put your cookie dough on it. You don't have to worry about greasing your pans. This is see-through. This is the see-through paper. So if I had a pattern behind here, I'd be able to see through it and I could trace my pattern. This, you can't iron this. I mean, you can iron it, but there's no reason to. There's nothing to stick to it. So this is what I use to trace patterns, so I can keep my good patterns pristine. But also, you have to still use you still have to pin this paper on your fabric. So you still have to pin this. If you're going to use this parchment paper, you still have to pin it onto your fabric and then cut it out. That's parchment. Okay, this is the freezer paper. This is plastic-coated freezer paper. Same thing. You can trace your pattern or make your patterns on this paper. but it's got plastic coating on the back. So when I put this on my fabric, I can iron this with a medium heat iron, and this paper is going to actually stick to my fabric and allow me to cut it out, and then I can just peel the paper right off. This freezer paper, you can get it at most grocery stores, carry it. You can get it at Walmart, but the boxes are big, so they're usually on the bottom shelf. But I think it's like $4 or $5 for the 150 square feet, something like that. But the rolls last you a really long time. So when I do patterns, and I always iron my pattern onto the fabric, it's the freezer paper I'm using. Okay, so that's the difference between the parchment and the freezer paper. Okay, so that's that one. Okay, another question I got was oh gosh, sorry, I hope I didn't mess that up, was the people can't find these sheets at Hobby Lobby. They go in and people don't know what I'm talking about. You can find these at Hobby Lobby next to the felt. I also went online and showed you how to find them online. There's different types. This right here is what I use to make these silver boots, and it's actually a fabric. It's not foam. Okay, and this is also where I got the snake skin, the giraffe, the zebra. It's all fabric. It's not. It's a vinyl fabric. It's not foam. Okay, so then you have your foam sheets. You have your foam sheets in the plain colors, which I used for my foam sandals. I just layered them up. Okay, and then there's also the glitter foam that has no sticky on the back, but it's the same foam as the regular foam, and it's not as strong as the fabric. You can actually warp this by pulling on it. That's why I prefer to use the glitter fabric instead of the foam sheets. But either one will work for the shoes. Okay, then you've got this also. This is the glitter. This is a foamy sheet, but it's the peel and stick. I haven't made shoes out of this, but I did use it to make the trim around a pair of shoes by cutting strips of this. But the adhesive in here isn't strong enough to last on these shoes, so you're going to have to add more glue to this to get them to stick to the shoe. Okay, then you have all of these plain sheets, and they come in all kinds of different colors, and they're the thin ones. Then it also comes in the thicker foam. People don't know that you can get these in the thicker. These are I think they turned out to be like 7/16 of an inch. Let me measure it real quick for you. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they're about, well, that would be a quarter and a half, and that would be 2, 3, 3/8. No, it's not 3/8. Let me measure it again. I don't know what my measurements are. Okay, so there's a quarter, there's an eighth. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it is. It's 3/8 of an inch. Okay, so it comes in. I found it in 3 different colors. I found it in black, red, and white. But it doesn't really matter if you can only find one of these colors, because you can paint on these and paint them any color you want for any sole that you want to use. So this is the white one. I coated it in the bottom, and then I covered it with the silver glitter. But this is what I'm using for the bases of my shoes when I'm using this type of sole. But you can find these with the regular foam sheets. On one of the shelves I found them. They're at Hobby Lobby, they're at Michael's. You just have to look for the thicker foam. And that's what I used for the base of those shoes. Okay, another thing people ask me, how can they get this smooth to make those foam soles? You have to glue them together using your white glue, and you have to let them dry overnight. If you don't let them dry overnight, they're not going to become a solid piece of foam. The only way you're going to be able to sew on those, to be able to smooth them out, this is plain sandpaper. The only way you're going to be able to sand these edges smooth so you get a nice finish on these foam soles is to let them dry overnight, because they have to dry completely to allow you to use regular sandpaper to get that smooth finish on these things. But that's what I used for those foamy. I know I'm repeating myself on a lot of this stuff, but I get these emails over and over again on the same questions. Okay, so that's the difference between those and the foam sheets. Okay, next is I get a lot of questions on this ironing board mat. It's getting really dirty because I've been using it a lot. I got this in I bought one of those sewing tables, and then it was one of the ones that hung on the side. I didn't like the table because it was too high, but this is where I got the board. But all this is a piece of the pressed board. If you go to Home Depot and go over to where they have the hard pressed board, get yourself a piece of square cut, or if you're at Michael's, you can get the really heavy duty cardboard over in the framing section, and it'll be the same thing. So all you have to do is cover it with some quilt batting. You can use the high loft, the low loft, whatever, however much cushion you want in here, and then just cover it with some duck fabric, and then just take your hot glue gun and then glue it down. That's all they did here, is they just glued this down, and then they covered, they probably painted some white glue on here, and then just put another coat on of this paper. This is probably that embroidery paper, the tearaway embroidery paper, because it's thin and it's paper, so that's probably what they covered this. Because you can tell this is cotton, heavy-duty cotton, and this is just paper on here. And that's how I got the ironing board for the tabletop. In fact, I'd even probably make it even smaller, because it's really nice if you can even go even smaller than this. But that's all that is. Okay, so I'll be back, and I have a lot of questions on glue, so I'm going to go get my glues out and show you what I use. I'll be right back.